Okay, so I just wanted to touch on something that I noticed earlier in one of these credit repair groups. Stop trusting anyone that says that they do credit repair. I'm in three groups for credit repair business owners, people that are really actually in the industry. And earlier today, a newer person to the industry posed a question to a group of people that are business owners, not people that are just business owners, right? And the question was, how do I go about removing this account? It was a repossession from 2010. So I read all of the answers that people gave, and none of the answers were correct. It was all telling them to grab a certain letter out of the software that we use. They didn't tell him what to look for. They didn't tell him how to dispute it. And he's new to the industry, so he's going to be one of these people that are programmed like that. There's a lot. Trust me. I know a few. They can't create their own letters. They outsource their work because they don't have the knowledge. They're too freaking lazy to get the knowledge. They just don't understand it. So, but they still want to have the credit repair business as a hustle, but call it a business. And so, I'm driving on my way to a networking event. Anyway, and so, they don't know anything. Like, they don't know how to dispute. And so, he asked the question and they're telling him to grab a letter. They didn't tell him what he needs to look for. So, as soon as I looked at it, I'm like, you need to first... Why are you blowing your horn? These people are fucking retarded. You need... I'm sorry! I'm in traffic. Watch my mouth. I'm sorry. But you need to first look at it. And it was past the statute of limitations. I'm assuming because it was from 2010. That's the first thing I noticed when I saw it. But there could have been other reasons, other things that he could use to dispute. But the first thing they told him was to grab a letter. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know how to read a credit report. Because if they did know what they were doing, they would have told him that. But they didn't. I read all the answers before I answered and told him that he needs to, research the statute of limitations. Now, I don't communicate too much in those groups because a lot of people in this industry, they're really catty, and I just don't like groups. Like the credit repair groups, they irritate me. So I'm self-taught for that reason. I'm about to get a business mentor, but I'm self-taught. But stop trusting these people. They can't create their own letters. They don't know how to do anything. Like, there was a million reasons why he could dispute it and got it removed, but they told him to get a letter. They didn't ask him, if the car was sold. There's so many different factors into disputing or anything that's on the credit file. Just like the people that tell you, oh, well, you can just, all you have to do, there's a million all you have to do people. All you have to do is this. All you have to do is this. No, you can do it yourself. You don't have to pay anyone. That's true. Like your hair, you can do your hair yourself. You don't have to pay anyone, but you go to a professional when you want it done a certain type of way, right? When you go to get your car fixed, you could do that yourself. You can look it up and do it yourself. Or you can go to someone that knows what they're doing. The people that say all you have to do, they're probably disputing no contract, not mine, all those other things. They don't even know to look at it to see, okay, was the car sold? Is it past the statute of limitations? 50 million other things. No, they're not doing that. They're just getting a letter and saying not mine or no contract. And then it's people out here that don't know how to create their own letters that I've seen. I know for a fact they don't know what they're doing, but they're telling people not to do that. But at the same time, they're sending their disputes to someone else to do it because they don't know how to do it. They don't even know how to read a credit report. When you go to these people, you don't have to come to my company at all. You can go to anyone you want to. But when you do that, make sure you research these people. Make sure you ask probing questions. If they don't like you asking a lot of questions, that's because they don't know what they're doing. Not unless you're asking the same redundant question over and over again. You're getting on their nerves. Okay, I understand that. But if you're asking a valid, legit question, they get mad or irritated or they don't want to answer it, they don't know what they're doing. The first thing you need to ask them is to break down your credit report to you. And if they can't do that, they don't know what they're doing. Sweetheart, you're going to these people. Then you have these people that call themselves credit experts, but they're doing credit sweeps. You know why they're doing it? Because they don't know how to dispute. That's why. And what is a credit sweep? A credit sweep is when they dispute everything as identity theft. I'm sorry. And they have you lie and go get a police report stating that it was identity theft so that they can wipe your credit file clean. Then after they do that, they put a trade line. That's another thing that's illegal. put in those trade lines. A lot of people get them and try to get mortgage loans. If you do that and try to obtain a mortgage after you built your score from a credit line, you can go to jail. That is a federal offense. Look it up. I'm not lying to you. But we as a people, especially black people, we want everything done quickly. We don't want it done right. So we don't care if it's correct. We don't care if it's illegal. We just want it done quickly. We want to say that, oh, I got a 750 credit score within 30 days. Sweetheart, if a person started with a 300 credit score or no credit score at all and got a 750 in 30 days or 60 days, they did a credit sweep and added a trade line. That's what they did, and that is not credit repair. Stop trusting these people that don't know what they're doing. But it just really irritated me because these are people that own businesses. These are not the everyday consumers. You're supposed to know what you're doing. Then the person that told him, well, just use this letter or this letter. First off, he said a 609 letter, so I wanted to slap him as soon as I saw that. Or a validation letter. Okay, but how is he disputing it? Because that's what his question was. And then after I said, it's probably past the statute of limitation, I'm asking probing questions to him so that he can learn it himself and so that I can probably give him the best answer to his question. After I said that, then the guy that told him to use the letter, oh, well, I would just dispute it as outdated. Shut up. Don't listen to him. He doesn't know what he's doing, because if he was going to do that, he would have told you that in the first place. And he did not. It's the blind leading the blind. I hate these groups. And he's a business owner. So I went to his page because I'm Inspector Gadget. I'm nosy. He looks like he knows what he's doing. Oh, he has the image. But he's dumb. Stop listening to these people. Stop. He's dumb. There's a box around. Stop listening to these people. And that's all I'm saying. Like, research. Ask them to break your credit report down to you, and not just with the 35% collections, 35% payment history, account history, inquiries, and types of account. No, that's online. You can Google that and look that up. Ask them to break that credit report down to you, and if they can't, they don't know what they're doing, and you need to move on.